Hey guys. Hey Bella. Sorry, Bella. Sorry about that. I loved your video. Your decor was adorable. I've got 8 watching. Hi, Olivia. Come on, guys. The 8 that are watching, come hop on in. Oh, you were? Well, I hope it was good. I love when, you know, a lot of times I'll watch things and I just start cracking up. When you said that you were going to go to Hobby Lobby, well, you weren't because you'd have to cross the border, and all I kept thinking is that the people that work at the toll or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what you call it, when they see you, there she goes again. I couldn't help but start laughing. Hi, Eve, how are you? Hi, Peggy. I kept debating whether to come on or not because I don't have anything I'm showing you really tonight. I was just going to come on to see how everyone was, and I thought, maybe they're just going to go to bed, or maybe they were hoping they could. Oh, you have the day off tomorrow? Because you have family coming over, don't you, on Saturday, Bella? Hey, Maria, how are you, honey? I filmed my lemon and my vegetables, what I did with them. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am getting so excited for you to see this. I really am. I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. I want to get one other DIY filmed before I show you, but oh my gosh, I am really excited about showing you. Hey Heather, are you new here, sweetie? Are you new to my channel, or new to the live, or new to both? Oh, so how many people, Bella? You guys, I cannot believe I went today to get Bella's food, and I was getting it from the vet, but oh, I used to order it and I'd say, and then she'd start to run out and I'd panic because she can't eat just regular food. So sometimes they wouldn't have it in, and I would say to them, I ordered this a week and a half ago. It's not like it has to come from Timbuktu. Well, anyway, so I went and got the prescription filled at PetSmart. $20 more. 20 for food. 20. I about croaked. But she has to have it. Oh, yeah. I know, I keep giving little snippets. I'm doing okay. I opened today at the store. A lot of times I close more than not, I close. So this morning I was there and I worked 8 to 5, but we were really, really busy. And then, of course, I went and got shocked by how much PetSmart was asking for the food. 25, Bella? Holy moly. Are you cooking for everyone? Or, I mean, where are they coming from? Are they coming from the States or are they all in Canada? What did Olivia miss? And then I got two, 1, 2, 3, 3 videos done, 1 DIY, and then I have a couple more I'm going to try to get done tomorrow. And then I have to open again Saturday. I didn't make them, Olivia. I just bought them. I wished I could make them. Can you imagine? Oh, that's right. That's right, Heather. I do remember you telling me about that. When they were inside the store and they ruined some of the product that was in there. Yes, I do remember that. Oh, did it turn out cute, Peggy? I bet it did. That would be cute. Anything with the check paper. Hi, Angel Lady. How are you? Oh, no, you haven't missed anything because I just filmed it. I didn't put it up yet. But it turned out so good. I have to admit, I mean, I really was pleased with it. It turned out you know how you get something in your mind's eye and you have an idea for it, and sometimes if it doesn't come to fruition, it's like, doggone it. Well, this time it did. It came out exactly like I wanted it to. Yes, I did, Bella. Well, I mean, I printed it out from Google. I wish I could letter like that. Yeah. Yeah, Heather, sometimes I need a little something to trigger this old memory. And you saw how I put that sign in with my flowers, Bella. And that's the way I do pictures too, photographs. Oh, how cute. That's going to be really cute, Peggy. And I'm surmising, I don't know, but I'm just taking a wild guess that they're going to be on sale next week if they follow the way they've done for the last couple weeks. And I'm excited that I knew that you could craft. And when you said Christmas in July, I thought, uh-huh. Because I'm going to be starting that right after the 4th of July. Oh my gosh, you guys. I thought of all of you when I went into the back room today at work. There's Christmas and fall in the back. Christmas and fall. And we'll be putting it out in a couple days. Can you believe it? I told you. Quite a bit of fall. More fall than Christmas. For the fall, um, it's about the same. They had a couple new signs, and Bella, no scratching. You just came in, so lay down. They had a new sign, and they had a bunch of pumpkins, and I just quickly, I didn't look at everything. I was just putting some boxes in the baler. But there were quite a few boxes of fall. And like I said, there is some Christmas, but, and I knew that was going to happen because as soon as 4th of July comes out, within a couple weeks, that's when they start with the fall and Christmas. Kind of scary, isn't it, Peggy? Maria, you're excited that the Christmas and fall is out? Well, I mean, not out, but I mean, it's being delivered to the stores now. Yeah, I've got, I don't know, maybe 3. I gotta think. Probably 4 or 5 things having to do with summer. And then a few things for the 4th. And then, like I said, then I'm right into Christmas in July. Yeah, me too. I just want to breeze on through the 4th. Oh, I know, Bella, that's the way I am too. As crazy as it sounds. And you know what I do? And I've done this, well, before YouTube ever existed. I mean, when my kids were still home, you know, going to school, I used to, Bella, you just want to drink your margaritas in the summer. I used to, in July, I would start making things, you know, I mean, and this has gone on for years and years. So when they'd walk in, I'd have Christmas music playing in July because I used to sell my crafts, you know. And I used to have to start making this stuff in the summer because by the time, you know, the boutiques and the, when I sold in the kiosk in the mall, well, you got to get enough stuff. You don't want to be making just a couple things because, first of all, it doesn't look good. You know, you got to have enough wherever you're selling to make it look eye appealing. So I had to start in July. So when they'd walk in and I'd be playing Christmas music, they would look at me like, really? You're kidding. I go, no, just go with it. And because I have to get myself pumped up, you know what I mean? To get going. And that always worked. Oh, don't worry, Heather. It'll probably be on sale next week. Oh, no. Your dog's got pneumonia? Oh. Is he still in the hospital? Hi, Quetzal. Oh, that is the biggest worry when those animals get sick. I'm not kidding. It just drives me nuts. I mean, you think you got your kids raised, and then there you go with your animals, you know? Well, yeah, I hope so, Olivia. Like I used to, uh, you know, like for different holidays, I would make, like, say for St. Patrick's Day or Valentine's, I'd always make the bathtub, whatever the color was, you know, like a red bath or a green bath, and then I'd make all green food for St. Patrick's Day and red food for Valentine's, and I always decorated with some, always. And my one daughter remembers she used to love coming home after school and have the house all decorated because in those days I could get it all done. Now it takes me forever. I don't know why, but it does. Well, yeah, I try to be. My daughter called me this morning, my youngest one, and before I went to work, and she said, I have to call and tell you what Everly did, my granddaughter. She's 3, well, 3.5. And my grandson, London, as you know, has autism. But, I mean, he talks and he loves his sister. And she has become the older sibling. But he lately has wanted to go in and wake her up, and he always calls her sis, and so he likes to go in and wake her up and say, good morning, sis, and then they cuddle on the couch. So she was talking to him and telling him what I do, and you wouldn't understand it, but it's something that all my kids do and I do. Well, anyway, so she says to him, London, I'm going to show you something that Grimmy, and they call me Grimmy. I'm called by every name. I'm not just grandma to all of them. I've got every name in the book. But she said, I'm going to show you, and keep in mind she's only 3.5, but she talks extremely well, like a little old lady. I'm going to show you what Grimmy does. And I laugh and I laugh when she does this. And Dacia's going, Mom, this is exactly how she was. She goes, I couldn't believe it. She goes, and London's looking at her like, have you lost your mind? I mean, she goes, just the look he was giving her. And she was just rambling on about what I do that makes her laugh. Oh my gosh, she is a trip. So then I talked to her because she's going to have a play for preschool. And my daughter does the choreography. And so anyway, she said, are you going to come over and play some more? I go, yes, I'll be over again and we'll play. But yeah, she is something else. I'm going back about this sale, yes. Scary. The veterinarian hospital is playing games with you? You know, it makes me sick. It makes me sick how they can take and just bleed you dry when it comes to your animals if you don't have insurance. I mean, it is unbelievable. It just drives me nuts. Yeah, and racking up the bill. Oh, it makes me, oh, that kind of stuff just really, it irritates me. When I took Bella in, I guess about a month ago now, when when I thought, oh no, I'm going to lose her for sure. Not when she was diagnosed with the diabetes, but this was after. And so she wanted to give her medicine for her eye. And so she gave me a quote, and I said, how much is the drop? And she said 45. Now keep in mind, I just paid for the visit, which was 69, and then for she had to make sure that the eye, there wasn't pressure or what was the other thing? Pressure, something else with the eye. But anyway, so we're talking $200, okay? So then she tells me about the $45 for the drops. And I said, you mean to tell me you don't have anything less than $45 that I can give her? Well, we have this, this, not gel, but, well, it's not drops, you know what I mean? I can't remember what now. But anyway, I said, so how much is that? And she said, $20. I go, so why wouldn't you tell me that? Why did I have to? I was so irritated. I go, why did I have to ask? Because keep in mind, we had spent at this point over $2,000 getting Bella diagnosed and all that. You know, I mean, it's not like we have that kind of money just to drop. You know, and not most people do. And so she said, well, the drops are just easier to put in the eye. I said, I don't care. I said, give me the options of what you have. I'm telling you, they will nickel and dime you like no other. Oh my Lord. There you go, 2,600. Think about that, you guys. Think about that for a minute. $4,000. Unbelievable. And that's what's so sad about it, Olivia. That is what is so sad, is they know, and they do that. When I took Bella in the beginning, I mean, she was on death's door. I know she was. And I was scared to death. And so the vet came in, and he said, we'll try to keep her alive. I can't promise you anything. And he said, I said, well, I want to know what's going on, you know, and he said, I'll call you. If I feel that she's not going to make it through the night, I'll call you. So of course I'm a nervous wreck, right? So he said, well, the next day I came in, you know, and she was doing better. And he said, she has diabetes. He goes, and this is a commitment. And he said, you'll have to give her shots twice a day, and she'll have to have special food. And I said, I'm just asking you, please don't bill me with all kinds of stuff that aren't needed, okay? And he goes, no. And I said, I'm not kidding. I said, we do not have it. I mean, we're on a semi, no, I can't think. Well, because we're both semi-retired, right? I can't remember the word I used, and it's just such an easy word. Anyway, so he goes, no, he said it won't be, you know, a few hundred. $2,000 later. So I said in the beginning, when the day I brought her in, he said, if you're not willing, you know, to make the commitment, he goes, then I would, how do you say it? I would do I don't know if he said humanitarian or humane. I would do a humane euthanasia. And I'm looking at him thinking, okay, all right. You see how distraught I am over this dog. And, you know, because I was telling him we don't have a lot of money, you know. And I can't help but think sometimes, and I know not every vet is like this, I know it, but it's almost like, where is the compassion and the care? Yeah, I get it. If they've been a vet for a long time, maybe they've grown kind of, not cold, but they can kind of put it on the back burner when they see an animal come in and they see how distraught you are. Because there wasn't a whole lot of compassion with this guy, you know? I mean, he was nice, don't get me wrong, but I didn't see a whole lot of compassion, which irritated me too. And so anyway, I mean, she made it, thank God, and I'm thankful to him that, you know, he helped her. But I mean, it just irritates me the way that they just bleed you dry. Hey, Lori, how are you, honey? Gloria. Hi, Ing. How are you? Yeah, it makes me sick. It really does. And the kicker is, I had asked them in the beginning if they could, if, what is it, meds, that one, that 800 number for animals. But anyway, I said, is it possible that I could get it from them? And they said no. I said, why? And they said that they don't know where for sure the insulin is coming from. And so they cannot go ahead and write the prescription if they don't know where it's coming from. And I'm thinking, what? I mean, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Oh, God. It just irritates the heck out of me. And insurance isn't that cheap, although if my dogs were young and I was just getting a dog, I would very seriously think about getting insurance. I mean, when I look at the money through the years that we've spent, I really do think that I will look into what kinds of insurance, $7,000? No way. Nightcat cell? So, Heather, is your dog still in the hospital? Night Castell. I'm doing good, Lori. Yeah, look at that. With Gloria, the MRI costs more than the human, $1,500. And especially when you get up there in age, and you're retired or semi-retired, and you have a fixed income, basically. Oh, yours only covered the basics? Yeah, Cammy, oh, Cammy, are you new here? I don't recognize your name before, honey. I'm always curious when I see new names if you're new to my channel or just new to the live and you have seen my stuff. No, Heather. A nature compound pharmacy for your puppy? Unbelievable. I can't believe $7,000. Dear Lord. They do carry it, Olivia, but the thing is, they need a prescription from the vet, and he won't give me the prescription for it. Oh, well, welcome, Cammy. Glad to have you. Well, you know what's so sweet about Bella? Doggone it. And that's what just breaks my heart, is because she's so sweet. She is the sweetest dog. Seriously. And I will tell her, get up on the couch. I'm not going to say everything because she's going to look at me and think, okay, where are we going? But she'll get up there. I give her shot. She doesn't move. And then I'll give her a treat. She doesn't fight me on it or anything. And she never has from day one. God bless her. I mean, she's such a sweet dog. I live in California, Heather. Oh, thank you. Oh, and that's the other thing. Dental for them, forget about it. I mean, I need to have stuff done. And I have insurance, but it only pays through my union, well, for my retirement now, $1,800 a year. Do you know how much they wanted to clean Polly's teeth? Are you ready? $2,700. Almost $3,000. Unbelievable. You broke your neck, Lori? And your husband had a major stroke? Oh, you just finished your unicorn cake? Oh, I bet it's adorable. Unbelievable, Ang. Unbelievable. I know, Olivia. I know. $100 for people. $2,700. I about dropped my false teeth, and I don't have any false teeth. But I mean, if I did, I would have. I couldn't believe it. You broke your neck twice last year? Oh my Lord, how in the world did you break your neck? I mean, how did you do that? Picking stuff up? Do you have osteoporosis? Gloria. Well, you need to fix your tooth. You got the flu, Eve? Okay, and that's the thing. I got to say this too about that stupid flu shot. Okay, good night, Eve. I'm still going to yell about this for a minute. Okay, the flu shot. Okay, you see, they got the flu shot. The thing is, with the flu shot, yes, it's going to help the flu if you get that strain. But there's more than one strain of flu. So you could get that shot, but if you don't get that strain that that shot was good for, well, what do you do? And this has been one of the biggest flu seasons, they said since, I can't remember what year it was. But the flu is still going around. The other night, I had to go with Dacia to take Everly to the doctor, emergency, Her fever had been 105.1. She was shaking so hard, and she kept shaking and shaking, and she kept telling Daisha, my daughter, she goes, "Mommy, pray for me. I'm scared." And Daisha said her voice was shaking. I mean, she was trembling. And the doctor said the flu is still going around. I mean, and it's getting late. Yes, I know the flu is still in April, but I mean, it's still full bore with a lot of people, you know? It's crazy. They are hit and miss. I know, Gloria. Ricola. Gloria's answer to everything is Ricola cough drops. She cracks me up. Oh, are you talking about getting their teeth cleaned, Ing? Because Polly is 5 pounds and Bella is 12 pounds. I know, Peggy. Oh, it just broke my heart. And when she was there, I mean, she was so good. Bless her heart. And she's just sitting there. And my daughter, the doctor came in and she said, "Everly, do you think you could go potty?" Because they wanted to get a sample of, the urine. And Everly goes, "I think so." So my daughter takes her in, and we were the last people there. It was 7:30 at night. And so Everly's in the bathroom with Daisha, and you could hear her singing, and it's echoing because no one's there, and they're in this big hollow bathroom. And then you hear Everly, "I love you, Mommy," and all the nurses that were still there, and the doctor went, I mean, because I was sitting in the room, but I heard him go, "Oh, how cute," and she's singing. Well, we couldn't get her to pee. She drank and drank and drank the water and didn't pee. I wish I had a bladder like that. But they swabbed her nose, and a lot of times kids will freak on that because you know how it kind of tickles, but it's not a real pleasant tickle. Never cried, nothing. But she's better now, thank God. Thank God. Okay, I will, Ing. Thank you. Gloria, I don't know where you come up with this sometimes. Oh my gosh, I laugh so hard at her sometimes. Honestly, when she's on, and I'm crying sometimes. I'm laughing so hard. Bite your nails, she says. Oh, you are hysterical. Yeah, Bella. Yeah, I don't know anymore. Oh, I believe you. I'm laughing about where just go ahead and bite your nails. Yeah, it's very scary. Well, and then my grandson, not from Daisha, but from Jason, my youngest grandson, his fever was 105. And this was about a month and a half ago. So they took him to the emergency room. And that's very scary because he's not even a year old yet. So, I mean, they just got hit. Now he's better too, thank God. Oh, Lori, I'm going to do another one for the 4th. I already have some ideas for it. It's going to be really cute. Thanks, Heather. Yes, I will. Gloria. God love you, Gloria. Hi, Cheryl's Crafty World. How are you? Yes, my dog is pretty much blind from it. Yeah, I think it's going to be cute, Peggy. I have a couple, I think, kind of cute ideas for the fourth. Oh, Cammy, she was 10 when she passed. Hmm. Yep, Bella does too. And I was telling one of my coworkers today, it's so cute how she has learned, and she's learned the house pretty well. In the beginning, it broke my heart. Oh my gosh, I was crying constantly because she would bump into things, and I would get down right by her, and I'd tell her to listen to my voice, and I would have her move around where she could hear my voice, and I kept doing that for well, a little bit better than a week. Everywhere I knew, that she would go to go outside, to eat, whatever. Now she pretty well she can do it. She's still hesitant, but she'll do it. And then at night, it's a little bit harder for her, so I'll carry her out. But in the beginning, she couldn't go down the stairs at all. She was afraid. But now what she does, and I was watching her, she takes her nose, and each step, she'll take her nose and she'll touch each step and then go down and then touch it and go down. So she knows where that step is. But she can't go up the steps because the way she has to look at it is different, I guess, than going down. So I always carry her upstairs, but she can go downstairs. Cheryl's Crafty World, you'll get used to it. She's a crack up. She'll come up with things, and I'm telling you, I just crack up. I mean, I can't. She's got a heart of gold, and she comes up, and I mean, some of them I'm sure are, good, but oh, it's just the way she says things. Yeah, she really is. Did your dog finally get used to the house and how to uh, maneuver around? Because I'm pleasantly surprised how well Bella can get around. I mean, if she gets in a real hurry or something, or, uh, like if I say, do you want a TREAT? Because I can't say it because they're right here. She'll get down and she'll jump. Well, sometimes she'll hit the couch or something, but for the most part, she's pretty good. Cheryl's Crafty World. Nope, you're not going to do that, hubby. Well, thanks, Bella. I didn't mean to snort. Sometimes when I really start laughing hard. No, I know, Gloria. I know, honey. No, it's just the way you know I love you. I mean, it's just because I can just imagine you saying this if you're on your video. And I always laugh when you say certain things. Not laugh at you. It's just the way you say things that make me laugh. Oh, well, thank you. I don't think I do, but okay. I do watch a lot of. Oh, thank you, Lori. Okay, honey, you take care. Good night, Lori. Oh, that I know for a fact, Gloria. I remember my grandmother used to put it on my chest. Oh, I hated it as a kid. My grandmother was a nurse, and she had these old remedies too that she used. And I remember she would put, I think it was called, what was it? Camphor oil, camphor. And then she'd take a candle and then she'd put a glass over my chest and it was to draw out the stuff. Oh, those were the days. And but she always used that Vicks all the time, and I remember it would always give that weird cold feeling, and then all that gucky, greasy stuff all over. But you're right, Gloria. Vicks has been around forever, and it does help. It really does. I just didn't like the feel of it as a kid. Yes, my daughter does that. Daisha does that with my grandkids. She when they're sick, she puts Vicks on the bottom of their feet and puts socks on them. I think my son does that too with Hudson, actually. Hi, Dora. How are you? Oh, Vicks helps with stress. Oh, I'll just slather myself in it. Who needs perfume? I'll just use Vicks behind my ears and everywhere. Anything that'll help the stress. Eucalyptus is who it is. Yeah. Yeah, Cami, like I said, Bella will go down the steps, but I have to kind of prod her and I'll stand there and I'll say, good girl, and then she'll go down one by one, very slow. And it's cute because Polly will go down with her real slow as well, so it's kind of cute. But she can't go upstairs at all by herself. I know. And Bella, I was thinking, and sometimes when I'm talking to you, Bella looks at me like, what? Yeah. Yeah, I love that name, Bella. I'd have to have my hair up because I wouldn't want my hair getting all, you know. I just, I hate that, you know what I mean? I'm just weird. Hi, Sandra, how are you? I wonder what it is about the Vicks on the bottom of your feet. What do you think it is? I mean, what's being I mean, I understand the skin is an organ and it takes in everything. The pores take in, you know, stuff that you put on it. But I'm just trying to figure out the bottom of the feet, what it does. Because I have heard that many times, and like I said, my kids do it. Sleep? What sleep, Sandra? There is no sleep around here. Oh, Shirley, are you going to bed? How dare you? I'm teasing. I'm teasing with you. Yeah, this isn't the sleepy crew. Good night, Cheryl's. Go get your Vicks tomorrow. Really? Well, you know what? Now that you say that, Gloria, in all seriousness, I remember seeing a. I can't remember where I was. Where was I? Well, I can't remember. Anyway, um, and how the feet and the hands when you're having massages, how when they acupuncture is what where I saw it, but and they push on certain parts of your hand or on your foot, and it has uh, it goes right to certain organs. So I have seen that. Your grandma used to do that with the glass too, Bella? With the candle and put the candle over the glass. What was that for? The only other time I saw it was on The Godfather Part 2 when they did it to his son. I think it was to Michael when they were in the old days back uh, in New York, and he had pneumonia and I don't know, somebody came over and was putting that thing on his chest. I went, oh Lord, that my grandmother used to do that to me. Okay. That's okay, Cheryl. We'll see you next time. Christy. Hi, Christy. Oh, no. Oh, I don't think that would help, Cheryl, if you're still there. That would probably burn it. You know, Kimmy, I heard something about that too now that you say that about the potato peel. I had totally forgotten about that. Oh, and the other thing. Have you heard about people putting a slice of onion and then putting a sock on? I've heard that too. Hi, Robin. How are you? How you doing, sweetie? What? You didn't get home until 12:15 in the morning, Bella? And then you went to work at 5? Oh my lord. Are you talking to me, Heather? I live in Orange County. Okay, wait. Your mom said Vaseline and cornstarch. Look, I love it. Cheryl said, "Good night, everyone," and she's still talking to us. I swear, she's like me. I'll say, "Okay, I'm gonna go now," and then all of a sudden, I keep staying on. But what is the cornstarch for? So you've heard about the onion, Kemi? Oops, ignore the sixth part. Ignore the sixth part. Oh, okay. But I don't know what the onion does. To me, it would be so uncomfortable. But I guess if you're sick enough, you'll do anything. I don't know whoever said it, Bella, but I'm going to buy it in the case if that's true. California, Sandra. Because I know there's an Orange County in New York or New Jersey. Oh, thank you, Heather. You know what I heard, Bella? What is a nice state? You probably heard it too from Liz. Is Alabama. She went there for vacation and she said that she wants to move there. I know, Sandra, right? Yeah, I do that. I'll get on a live and I think, okay, I'm going to go. And then I don't. Okay, I'm going to go. And then I keep talking. You're lost, Robin? If you're lost about what we're talking about, we were talking about getting sick and all that. We were talking about home remedies and what people say works. Oh yeah, I was talking and talking about hot flashes, how I used to get them. Ugh, hated them. Yeah, can you believe that? It's true. Now people do, they get hundreds of dollars for doing what our grandmothers and mothers did. Oh, you're in San Diego? Yeah, you're not far at all. You know what? My daughter told me about that, Cami. And there was something else too that she said that you shouldn't leave in the refrigerator. Oh, shoot. What was it? She told me it last year. Louisiana or North Carolina? Okay. Raw onion sandwiches. I knew it, Cheryl. I knew it. Look at her. Okay, I'm still here. Well, that's sweet of you, Heather. I'll look into it. Thank you. You know, you get so gun shy with these vets, but you need them. I mean, there's times we have to take them, and they know that. And that's what irritates me, how they do us because of that. You don't have hot flashes, Gloria? Oh, God bless you. I must have had yours as well as my own. Hey, Darlene, how are you, honey? I hate them. Oh, I used to hate them. You're in Connecticut. Oh, I love it. They destroyed an entire wall. Oof. I know my grandmother used to make the onions, vinaigrette, and the cucumber with the olive oil and garlic salt. That's really good in the summer with barbecued chicken. Yeah, you just throw it out then, Kemi. I think Bella's the same time you are, Gloria. Christy loves Hot Springs, Arkansas. Oh yeah, you had him too, Robin. Ugh, hate him. Gloria, God love you. You are so cute. I mean, not that the accident was cute. That's why sometimes I don't know if I'm going or coming, or coming or going. Oh, you snuck out of the bed, Cheryl's? Well, let me put it to you this way, Sandra, about hot flashes for me. I had them for 10 years. 10 long years. Okay? And the sweat would drip off of me. Attractive, isn't it? Picture it. And I remember one time I went over to my girlfriend's house and we were going to have some wine and cheese, you know, and just a bunch of us were together and catching up. Okay, I want you to imagine this. So we're sitting around this table and there were probably five or six of us. All of a sudden, I felt one coming on and I couldn't stop it. And oh, they looked at me and they go, "Are you okay, Davida?" I said, "Yeah, I'm starting to get a hot flash." And so my friend goes into her kitchen and gets me some paper towels, puts them in cold water, puts it on the back of my neck. The other one's fanning me. The other one went and got me some water. And I'm looking at him like, really? The sweat was dripping off of me. How embarrassing. And there was nothing I could do about it. So her husband walks in. And I looked up at him, and because he's looking at everyone like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "It's just a hot flash. It'll be over soon, I hope." It lasted probably for about 15 minutes. You're dripping right now, Cheryl? Oh, Robin, I used to stick my whole body into the freezer when I worked at the grocery store. And I really did. I would go into the part where they keep the ice cream on my breaks. But yeah, I think there is light. You know, I'm almost afraid to say it. I almost don't want to say it because I know my luck. I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to sit here and have a hot flash. But I think Italian Bella, I think I'm at the end of the tunnel. I think I'm starting to see the forest for the trees. I think. Now ask me when I'm in the throes of summer, because a lot of times summer used to bring that on even more. And it was just awful. God. Hi, Connie, how are you? Couldn't sleep either? Well, see, the kicker is I had a hysterectomy too, Darlene. But I told them, I said, if the ovaries, I had fibroid tumors, and I said, if the ovaries still look good, keep them. If they don't, then go ahead and take them, because I would rather go, because I had my hysterectomy when I turned 50. Well, it was either 49 or 50. I think it was 49. Anyway, so the doctor had another doctor come in while she was doing the hysterectomy to look at the ovaries. So she had her and the other doctor to look at them. And they both concurred that the ovaries still looked healthy. The reason I wanted to keep them is so I could go through the change naturally for the most part. Well, it was shortly after that that I started going through it. And yeah, that was. So you had it for 10 years too, Darlene. Hi, Brian's family. Well, mine lasted 10 years. I love it. Connie says, I am too hot to sleep. Actually, night sweats. Good grief. I turn on my phone and guess what Davita's talking about? No, don't get discouraged, Sandra. You will see light, I promise. Yeah. Yeah, usually it's food or movies. Tonight it's menopause. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Shirls. Dang it. Are you still going through treatment? Yeah, your mom was very lucky, Robin. I know, Gloria. That was terrible for you. Oh, yeah. Do you know to this day I still sleep with the fan right on me? I mean on me. I don't mean away from me. I mean on me. That was my favorite time of the day, to be honest with you, is when I would go to bed. And what I would do when they were really bad, and we have the summer when it's really, really hot, and I'm talking, 100 degrees where it doesn't end forever. Like last year, it was 100 degrees forever in a day. I didn't think it was ever going to end. Well, I used to get a washcloth and I'd put, I'd rinse it in cold water, and then I would put it on my forehead and I'd put the fan. I mean, I just think about this visual for a minute. Davita in bed, a washcloth on my forehead, the fan right on my face, an earphone in my ear, looking at YouTube. Oh, God. What a beautiful woman. Oh, jeez. My life has come to this. Actually, I want to see that musical Menopause. I heard it's good. Especially if you've gone through it, you can relate to it. Yeah, they are well rounded, aren't they, Connie? Food, menopause, actors, movies, crafting, our animals. It is pretty well rounded. You sleep in front of the air conditioner? Yeah, I would do that too. You have a clip fan on your. I did a video on it actually last summer on the little portable air conditioner. It's called Arctic Air. I have that right in front of my craft table. Oh, good, you're done with that. Thank goodness. Yeah, the, your husband's going, I can't take it, it's so cold. Oh, you feel like you can't breathe, Gloria? Oh, yeah, it's a musical. Oh, you saw it? Sure. Is it good? Yeah, one of my friends went and saw it. Oh, you get claustrophobic? You know what? It sounds like a panic attack, Gloria. I used to have those. My daughter that passed away, she used to get like that too. She'd feel very like she couldn't breathe, and she would get very claustrophobic feeling. Oh, you had endometriosis, Peggy? Oh, I heard that's very painful. Hi, Sandra. I think I have two Sandras in here. I have Sandra Miranda, and Sandra Cedar. Doing good, Sandra. How are you? No, not creating anything tonight. Just doing a little bit of the chit and the chat. Which video, Connie, are you talking about that I took it outside? Oh yeah, panic attacks can be awful, and they can manifest in all different ways. I mean, um, one time she felt like she was having a heart attack, and it was all of the things that she went through. They said was panic attacks. I know, isn't it, Bella? Just when you look at me, picture that. And it's weird how they all of a sudden start happening. The panic attacks. I remember for a while there, I would like if I went to the bank or something, all of a sudden I would feel like, oh God, I got to get out of here. And it was just like this urgency of having to get out. And I mean, I didn't, but I had to talk to myself constantly, you know, saying, Davita, breathe, stop. You know what I mean? And I mean, they can get, and my youngest daughter has had them as well. And the thing is, you never know when they're going to hit. Dora, what are you talking about? You don't get hot flashes anymore and it calms my mood down. What calms your mood down? Tell me. Because I need it. Oh, hi, GL. Yes, we survived, and the topic tonight is take your pick. No, a little bit of everything. A little bit of potpourri. Animals, menopause, anxiety, panic attacks. Oh, okay, with the thyroid. It can be, Sandra. Did you always get scared very easily, or did you just notice it as you got older? You know, I will tell you something, what Dora just said. Um, you know what helps me and helps my stress and anxiety, believe it or not, is B12 and B6. It really does help me. I take that every day. Oh, so you get startled real easy. Well, it could be. I mean, because, when you're going through menopause, I mean, everything's heightened, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, there's all different things you can go through. The only thing I really had is the hot flashes. A lot of times people get terrible mood swings. Actually, some women, they it's been documented that they go ballistic, and that's when they, there's murders and stuff because they just lose it. They just really go off the deep end with it. And then others just have mood swings. Um, I didn't have that. All I had were the stupid hot flashes. Oh, your dad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's? Uh, my grandmother had that, and I'll never forget it. I was just thinking about that just yesterday, actually. And I was raised by my grandmother. And I remember she was over at my house, and my kids were still little. And I was in the kitchen, and all of a sudden she said, Theo, how's Glenn? And I went, Theo? That was my aunt. And I went, what? And I go, Grandma, I said, what do you mean? And I thought she was kidding. And it was the first time I had ever come in, where this was right in front of me. And so she looked at me like, what do you mean? The look on her face. And she just kept going. Is Glenn still working? And then I realized, I thought, oh my Lord. And I'll never forget the feeling I had. I'll never forget it. And then as time went on, when I was doing that CNA training, I came over to the house one time in my uniform. And she thought I was Millie, which was one of her friends at the hospital that she was friends with. They worked together. And she said, Millie, how is everybody at work? And at this point, I knew just to go with it. The worst thing you can possibly do with someone with Alzheimer's, dementia, whatever, is when they do believe what they're saying to you, and you try to tell them, either, like if I had kept saying, Grandma, it's Davita. Well, if she's got in her mind that, or sees me as my aunt, it's only going to frustrate her. But it was very hard. So when she passed, it was like I lost her twice because for the last Oh, I would say probably the last 4 years of her life, she didn't know who I was. Every once in a while, every once in a while, and it wasn't often, all of a sudden she'd come back, sometimes even just for a split minute, and then she'd go right back into, not knowing. So it's very hard when you see that. Okay, Maria, I love your hearts that you made. They're beautiful. I saw them on your Instagram. Yeah, that's normal, Sandra. And it's almost like you know it and you can't stop it. You know what I mean? You know you're in a bad mood and it's like, I can't stop it. Yeah, for sure. We'll pray for your dad. Yeah, it really is. Your grandpa had it, Bella? Good night, Dora. I remember when Ronald Reagan got it, and uh, Glenn Campbell, they didn't show so much of Ronald Reagan, but Glenn Campbell, they did show a lot of him, and it was pathetic. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever saw any of the specials or not. It was so sad. But what's funny is many people that have Alzheimer's, for some reason, a lot of them can still sing songs and know all the words. It's bizarre. I think they could, Peggy. Oh, I know. Wasn't that sad, Connie? Oh, don't worry about that, Sandra, yet, because I'm forgetful too. You know, and I wonder, is it just because we're more aware of it now? Or do you think, I'm talking about Alzheimer's now, or dementia, um, it has to do with the environment? I don't know. I really don't. What I do know, and what I don't understand, is we have a lot of food that has so much processing in it and what do you say, preservatives. And in Europe, a lot of the things that we eat, they're not even allowed in Europe. They don't even make that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, and that's understandable. You know, Connie? Robin. Little angry there, Robin? Alzheimer's, I think, Bella, is what they're saying. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what to make of it. There's so many things that, we don't know. We don't know what they're putting in the food a lot. And what I mean is, unless you're eating raw, which I know is a lot healthier. But then, if you don't buy organic, you're still dealing with the pesticides where they spray, you know what I mean? And to keep the color of the vegetables and fruits looking pretty, you know? Oh, go to sleep, Cheryl. You're tired, honey. No, you'll remember, Sandra. Although I do write notes constantly to myself. I love it. I'm telling Shirley. Oh, Shirley, don't worry about it. You're fine as I'm writing down all my stuff so I can remember. Yeah, and there you go again. If we want to eat healthy, they're going to charge us for, more money. Well, I bet it is, Zing. Okay, Cheryl. She's really going to go this time. Bless her heart. 2-1, she'll hop in one more time. That's the truth. Only the rich. Can't remember what the name of the documentary was. Well, there's two of them actually, and it had to do with food. Quit doing that to the rug, you guys. What was the name of them? Ah, shoot. Now, see, Sandra, see? I can't remember the name of them. But it had to do. Oh, what was the name of it? Well, anyway, go on Google and look up documentaries on processed foods and stuff. Well, anyway, it's something to do with the knife. I think knife was in the title. See, Sandra? Don't feel bad. Um, anyway, when you watch it, and then it'll start bringing up other documentaries on YouTube, you won't believe some of the stuff. You won't believe it. Well, see, and the thing is, I love chicken, okay? When you look at the chicken, how big the breast of the chicken is, those chickens don't have that big of breasts. They shoot them full of hormones and water and everything else to plump up the breast of the chickens. Because if you notice, you go into the grocery store and you know how you can get them in the packs? Well, some of them are really big. Whereas if you go to organic or grass-fed chickens, you're not going to find the breasts like that. You're not going to see them that big. Because they're organic, they don't pump all the hormones into them. And hamburger meat, and I learned all this from the meat guys in the grocery store when I worked there, because I used to talk to them about this kind of stuff. Meat, okay, hamburgers, steak, whatever. You know how it has that really pretty red color? That is not the color, really, of the beef when it's cut and put. If you were not to put the dyes that they put into it to make it look appealing, it wouldn't look like that when it's in the freezer, in the refrigerated section like that. And that's why, if you notice, you know how your hamburger, if you have it in the refrigerator for a day or so, and you cut it and it's open, I should say, where you can see the inside and how it starts to turn that brownish color and not as red as it was, that's because the air oxidizes it. And that's the color that it turns. And so that's what I'm saying. Who knows what all they're doing to the food? Because the food is really one of the largest money makers for us here. Not for us making us money, but for the big guy. Yeah, I eat a lot of chicken. Yeah, your husband used to deliver the meat, and he said that too, right? They do. They do put it in to make it look more appealing. Yeah, yeah, I got to write down everything. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, so you want to eat good, but I mean, it's so doggone expensive. I'll tell you another thing the meat guys used to tell me too. They would say, cook your hamburger very well. Because what happens is when they grind your hamburger meat, you know, that grinder, it's got a lot of meat going through it, and it can get bacteria. Even if it's cleaned out really well, which it should be all the time with the sage, you know, the sage cleaner that they use, not sage that they burn in the house. It's called a sage, but it's a very high powered water that they go in at night, and well, if someone doesn't do a real good job, and we all know there's some of those slackers out there. Oh, yes, there are. Well, if they don't clean that really good, if you don't cook your meat, you know, because a lot of people like their hamburgers a little red inside. And I remember him telling me that. He goes, always cook your hamburger meat very well. So that's another little tip for you. Supersize me. Yes, that's one of them, Bella. Yeah, that's right, Sandra. And so is toilet paper. You want to get me going on that one? Oh my Lord. Unbelievable what they ask for toilet paper. Why? Because it's in demand. And they know you have to have it. Because we all can't go out and use a leaf. Unbelievable. The chickens were smaller. For sure. Oh, that's the other thing too. Always wash your melons before you cut them. I tell my daughter, and I used to tell Tanya, well, all my kids, you never want to take like a cantaloupe, watermelon, muskmelon, honeydew, anything. Because when those are growing, okay, and they're in the fields, and they bring them out, and then they get to the grocery store, and then the produce guys are handling it, and then other people are handling it. People coming in, you know, and we all do it. You'll pick something up to feel it, to see, you know, to see if it's soft or look at it. Well, okay, we don't know where people's hands have been, right? Avocados, same thing. Although they come from a tree, they're still being handled by many, many people. You should always wash the outer part of your cantaloupes and watermelons, anything like that. Always wash them. Yes, and that's right. The cans also. I do that too. Also, your milk. A lot of times, the milk, you know, one will either leak or spill or whatever. Well, if that milk is sitting in there, okay, in the refrigerated section before you buy it, and you go home and you put it into your refrigerator, well, if that's been sitting there for a while, not the milk that's in the container, but what's on the outside of the container, now that's into your refrigerator. So I always rinse off the gallons, you know, before I put them in and wipe them down and put them in the refrigerator. Exactly, Sandra. And that's the truth. If they pee on it. Exactly. Field mice, other animals. Yeah, always wash your melons. Sandra. Peggy, we'd be better off eating the fruits and vegetables from Hobby Lobby. Well, you know, you may have something there. Oh, that was good. Sure, you will. Rats especially carry a lot of disease. Well, cockroaches too. Bon appetit, Connie, as you eat your checks. I love it. Sandra's got the bells and whistles blown because she doesn't have cockroaches. Bella, hold on, hold on. Not you, Bella. Bella, my dog. Hold on, Bella. No. Well, he'll think you're just having a dream if you're laughing. You know what I'm always, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I do think it, so I'm just going to say it. Do you know what I always get afraid of sometimes when I open a can? I'm going to let you guys guess. Take a guess what I'm always afraid of when I open up a can. What do you think that I'm afraid of? Gloria knows that Bella wants to pee. You know, it's really something when my friends on YouTube know what's going, know the ways of my dogs and myself. Right away, Gloria's going, take her out. Night, Connie. Yes. Yes, Christy. Every time I open up tomatoes, because I cook with a lot of tomatoes, I do get the aromas that I make and I'll make it myself, but sometimes if I don't want to do that and I get the canned tomatoes, and I don't know why I always think about it with tomatoes, but I always think, oh dear God, am I going to open this someday and see a mouse in there? Honest to God, I think that all the time. Isn't that weird? Oh, look, Sandra's saying it now. Oh, go take her out. Bella, you falling asleep? He's having the house exterminated. Well, I didn't mean to get the houses exterminated. But that really is the truth. That is what I think. All right. Well, I guess I've kept you guys long enough. I've got Gloria over there holding her mouth so she doesn't laugh. I had Cheryl's on here. She was supposed to go to sleep and didn't. I've got Ing. She's getting ready to get the house exterminated. Bella, she's going to sleep. No, I haven't, Gloria. Well, yeah, I've thought of that as well, to be honest with you, Ing. Finding a finger. Oh, yeah, if you have a problem, definitely get it, things exterminated. Good night, Robin. Night, Bella. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to go. I just wanted to pop on and say hi to everybody, see what was going on. I always got to catch up with people. If I don't catch up and too many days go by, not that it's been too many days, but I always think, oh, I wonder how everybody's doing. Yeah, I will. Okay, guys. Well, it's been a blast talking to you, to everybody. Always enjoy it. Always have a good time talking with all of you. So, let me say, the world's a better place, and it really is a better place because each and every one of you that are on here are in it. Don't ever let anybody tell you different. There's only one you, and you bring something to this world that nobody else can. and you can really make me laugh sometimes.